So here we are with Legendary Axe 2 for the TurboGrafx-16. This came out around 1990, I believe. This is just a little story. That guy in the underwear there on the left kind of looks like Conan the Barbarian. That's you. He just got his butt kicked and he fell off something, and I guess he feels pretty let down. He's kind of crying. And then his sword comes and almost cuts his hand off, but he takes that as a sign to fight back. Does a little growl against the lightning and then proceeds on. So obviously right now you can tell it's a different game than the original Legendary Axe. I don't look like a caveman, I look more like a Conan. I don't have an axe, at least not right now. I get one. I get a bunch of different weapons in this one. I do a slash attack, I can do a duck slash attack, I can jump. Actually, the controls in this game are actually pretty good. The graphics are okay. I get different weapon. This game is actually more fun. It's actually a lot of fun to play this. I play this for about 12 minutes, and before just finally saying, yeah, okay, well that was great. But you know, here I have like a mace type thing, and I can shoot it diagonally as well as left and right. I can't go straight up with it, but you can go diagonally up in either direction. These zombie guys are kind of cool because when you hit them, you either chop their head off and they come running at you a second time, or you chop their legs off, their torso off, and then they kind of just crawl at you with their arms. I just kind of did Super Mario Brothers. I jumped on a guy and killed him by landing on him, so that's also nice. Here I picked up a power-up which returns me back to the sword. I haven't found the axe yet, but I will. It's just kind of a horizontal hack and slash game. It's actually it's not completely horizontal. There are some parts where you go up and have there's some verticality to the levels. There's actually some challenges to some of the verticality. Here's the first boss. This guy's actually really easy. I don't think he even hits me here, but he just kind of, it's like a robotic monkey looking thing, or I don't know, but it likes to jump a lot. So I defeated it and doing my little victory stance, and then that's the first level. Not that difficult. This one actually it actually counts up my remaining time and my remaining health and adds it to my score. So each level has a maximum amount of time you can play it before it just kills you and you have to start over. I'm not really sure what that pulsing level bar is off to the right. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's my power up. I must have picked up a certain number of power ups or something, and I have that much strength in my attacks, I guess. I don't know, but you know, it's a fun game. It's not as hard to. It's okay to look at. It's got acceptable graphics, and again, it is kind of fun. I actually kind of enjoyed playing this game. 20 years after having played it originally, I'm sure I loved it a lot when it was a much younger game. Those little slime creatures that you might have seen there, I killed it really quickly, but you'll see more of them later. They actually don't attack you or hurt you when they attack. I'm sorry, they don't hurt you at all, but if you step in them, they're kind of like sludge. They don't let you move, and you have to jump a bunch to get out. And if you get stuck in them again, it can be pretty frustrating, especially if you have some bosses or some enemies nearby that you have to attack. Now, right there when I jumped in, I didn't realize what I was doing, and I have to wait for these little platforms to kind of flow down the waterfall, and as they're falling slowly, I have to jump on them one after the other to essentially climb the waterfall. So this is kind of some of the verticality, almost puzzle nature to some of the levels. So here I am, I'm on the first little landing, but that doesn't lead anywhere, so I gotta keep going up and up. So jump from the middle one seems to move pretty slowly. That's a pretty good one to stay on while you're waiting for other things to line up with your jump pattern. Here's an enemy that's actually got an axe, but I take him down with my sword pretty quickly and easily, and just continue to climb on up this waterfall. I had to stop there because there weren't enough things to jump on, but able to kind of fix that here, or not. It's kind of tedious, but there's 7 or 6.5 minutes left on the timer, so we should have plenty of time to get up here. Here's another gel things, but I'm able to kill that. And then, I actually picked up an axe. So I have I'm not sure if it's the legendary axe, but it is a more legendary axe than a sword. And I'm not sure if we're near the top or not yet, but I stepped on that guy's head and killed him. That's kind of a nice thing, as opposed to taking damage by touching an enemy. Just as long as you land on them, they die. So here I get stuck in a gel, and see, I try to jump, and it's a little difficult, so I have to jump a bunch. But I end up jumping right back in him. You got to jump at an angle. But see, he didn't attack. He didn't hurt me, but he slowed me down, and he makes it so that other enemies might be able to hurt me. I noticed there's a lot of flicker when I'm in the water, and that's kind of unfortunate. But it is what it is, right? And here are some of these little bugs or bats. I'm not really sure what these are, but they're kind of annoying. Stepped on that one. So finally out of that little swampy water passage there, it's going to keep going left. Some zombies along the way. It's one of the earlier games with zombies. Now zombies are everywhere. And then I believe there's another boss coming up right in here. Yep, there's like a big giant head, something or other. Oh, with a zombie in it that likes to spit blood or something. But alright, he comes back around the other side. I kill him, and then yay! I'm all victorious again with my silly pose. And now it's going to rack up my points based on time and remaining health. And he does a little. I didn't do that slash. It did that. It's kind of funny. And here's level 3. Looks like I'm in some kind of. This actually almost seems like a museum to me, and you'll know why in a minute. There's these little savages that like to jump around, and I got this jello thing that I keep getting stuck in. Leave me alone. Alright, now I'm able to kill it. But in just a minute you'll see there's like little dinosaur bone type things that kind of come out of the walls. I replace my axe with a sword. Make sure I don't get trampled by these lunatics. There should be a sword, or some of the bone creatures now, I believe. Show up any second. There's one. So, just for that reason alone, and the pillars, it just makes me think of a museum. These bones aren't really difficult as long as you don't walk into them. If you're aware of them, you're able to kill them pretty easily. This weapon is actually really great because it's got a good range to it. If I knew what any of the icons mean, I'd probably choose to not pick up a different weapon and just choose this one. But that's sun. I think that's health. So I can attack that thing, and then I can't shoot directly up, but I can kind of make it off to the side and then just kind of jump up and attack it diagonally and take that down. But yeah, I mean, the game's okay. It's fun. It's a lot more fun than the original, at least. And we're going to be taking a look at some other TurboGrafx games in subsequent videos and whatnot. So I hope you stay tuned to check them out and just kind of get a glimpse of what my childhood was like playing these games growing up. So with that, we'll just kind of leave you with the Legendary Axe, the remaining gameplay. I pretty much play until I die or I continue or something like that. And, keep watching for more videos, and smell you later.